Good day, one and all. My name is Kathy, and welcome to this episode of Scrap and Crafty Gardener. Today, I'm going to be creating just on the fly. I know I want to do something with washi tape, and I wanted to use this new Tranquil Teal cardstock I got the other day from GinaK Designs. So I pulled out some washi tapes, some blues and some golds. That are kind of teal blue. I know on camera right now this looks pretty blue, but it's teal. And I even pulled out some golds and a brown washi tape. And then I pulled out a couple of stamp sets. This one, I kind of thought about using this, but I've kind of put that aside. I know I want to use Wishing You and then Happiness. That's going to go on the card somewhere because this could be for any occasion. I think it could be for a wedding, an anniversary, a birthday, or just a thinking of you card or a life event. So I know I want to do that. So I'm going to stamp that first so that it can dry. And I've got some scrap paper here, and I don't need this whole piece. And so this is just going to be I kind of have an idea in my head, but it's changed 50 million times already this morning. And if you can hear, my Cricut has gotten closer. 3 cats down here right now, and you think they're interested in finding it? Not a one. I got to see if I can get my little girl cat down here. She's my hunter of things that don't belong in the house. And these come with die cuts, so I'm going to die cut these out separately. So right now, but I'm just going to stamp them for now. And I'm going to use my VersaFine Clair Nocturne. And these have already been used in conditions, so I don't need to do that. You and I will see together what this card's going to look like. I really have no idea yet. And I'm thinking right now I need to get some gold domes for accents, but I will see when I get there if I want them. I'm going to move my computer mouse off to the side so I don't accidentally turn off the live stream here. Not a live stream, but the recording. You know what I mean. But I'm thinking it's a live stream because I can see exactly what I'm doing on camera. And that's what I really like. So that I can see if I'm in focus and doing what I need to do. Now, I did get my... All right, where did I put it already? Aha. I'm trying out my new tidy towel. And I got it warm this morning. And I put it in a bag to keep it damp. And I'm just going to set it aside. Okay. I want to see if this is worth the fuss. And I kind of think it's going to be because that's cleaner than the stamp was even when I put it on here. It took off leftover residue from before. So that I'm liking. And put those back on there. All right, I know I'm using those. Now let me get to the washi tape and the card. All right, I don't think I'm going to do any more stamping, so I'm going to put my stamping platform away. Now, my card base is this GinaK Tranquil Teal. This measures 10 inches by 7 inches. I scored it at the 5-inch line, folded it, and creased it with my bone folder. And look at that. I don't even have any ink on my fingers. So okay, those are 2 good things I like about GinaK's tidy towel. All right, now I also have 2 pieces of white. This is 4 3/4 by 6 3/4, and I just keep them cut this size because that's what fits nicely on here. Inside the 5x7, it just gives you a nice little edge. One of them I'm going to leave as a background. This one I want to cut it down, but first, all right, let me get my washi tape over here. And I've kind of arranged it. They're just random patterns and colors. I know at the bottom here, I'm going to take, this has a blue, and let me see if I can get it up here where you can see it. It has almost like little dandelions, but they're pale blue with teal accents. And I'm going to stick this on the bottom because I want my sentiment to be on the bottom of the card, I think. And it's a tall sentiment. So I think I'm going to put 2 strips of this just down here on the bottom. Now I always leave my washi tape a little bit longer so that I can fold it over the back. And that's just to get that out of there. Okay. So I think, all right, I'm going to cut this one. Now I want to do, oh my goodness, what do I want to do here? If I put this down here, I'm going to take a strip. Okay, I've got some dark gold, or I have gold washi tape. All right, I'm not going to do that yet because I don't know, but I am going to cut this down. I want my top piece to be, you're going to see my thought process here because it's in the mode. I want this to be 3 inches long. So I've got my little cutter. This is just my Tim Holtz small cutter. I really like this cutter. It's a guillotine cutter, only I wished it would go to like 8 inches since I make 5 to 7 cards. Do I want that at 3 inches or do I want it at, I'm going to go 3.5 inches. Just cut that off. All right. And then that will overlap, pardon me, that will overlap this little. Now I'm going to get creative with my washi tape. All right. And this is going to, this is like, it looks like a paper bag, but with the texture of burlap, even though it's flat. I'm going to start, this is my darkest teal color. It's actually Stars and Moons. Just a random one that I got in a giveaway. And I am going to go sideways on these. And let me move this up so it's more in screen. And I'm using the white background because that allows the colors to show through. Now see if I put this on this scrap of teal that I have here. See how dark that makes it look and how light this is? Let me pull that up so you can see it a little bit better. That's more translucent and it shows the white, whereas down here, it's just really dark. So you could do it on either one. I'm just preferring the light. Now I'm going to take a strip of this brown. All right, finding the ends. I used to be really good at this. All right, and I'm just going to put a strip right beside that. And then the next color is the gold. Once I find the ends, I'll be good. I'm just going, I kind of have picked out a random pattern. Then I'm going with the strip of brown again. And then this is a splotchy, I don't know what you call that. I pick up washi tape at yard sales, flea markets, stores when they're cheap. Never knowing what I'm going to do with it. Sometimes I just use it to hold things down or to make borders. And then sometimes I'm just going to throw it together. Now I've got another gold here. I did pick this pack up. I got this at Hobby, was it Hobby Lobby or Michael's? One of these. They have just roll upon roll of different colored golds. And I like shiny things, if you've watched my videos any length of time. Now I'm going to go with the same blue that I did on the bottom, just to include that here in my pattern. Not that this is really a pattern. Oops, you know what I did? I forgot to put the brown in. I want to put the brown in there again. One nice thing about washi tape is it comes right off. Now there are, I have had some washi tapes that I don't think were the greatest quality, and they did peel the paper up. And then again, my paper might not have been a quality either, because I'll buy, if I like a paper and I'm at some yard sale and they've got scrapbook paper on sale, I buy it. If it's something I think I can use. All right, now we'll start back with the stars and the moon. Kind of neat. Oh, look at there. There's a pattern in the middle of that. I'm going to skip that because I want to keep the teal. I don't want the purple in there. I need the brown again. And then the flower gold. Then the brown. And then the splotchy, whatever this is. And it looks like the brown is going to be the last little piece there in the corner. Now this isn't sticky. Aha, I see it's starting to peel apart here. Sometimes this washi tape is really not a good quality. It was leaving the residue behind, so I'm going to have to peel quite a bit of this up, I think. And I just need a little corner. There we go. That can be thrown away. All right, now I'm going to pick this up. Aha. Now the parts that I can trim under, I am going to do that, but I'm going to trim just a little bit over here and then tuck this under. This one I'll angle at the corner because it's going to not want to tuck in very well. I'm just going to angle that corner again. Oh, that corner's already angled. All right, good. If you get it placed right on the corner, you can angle it down. You don't want to have a fat corner like here. Like if you've ever done sewing, you want to trim your corner angle. Yes, Cricut, I hear you. And that piece is a little long, so I'm just going to trim it off here. Now I have just decided I want to emboss this. So let me grab an embossing folder. I have to get the tape off my fingers. Okay. These are my larger size embossing folders. I just keep them in a box. I like Swiss dots. These are my 3D embossing folders. I don't want to go 3D. I'm going to use this Darice folder. Let's see, I'll bring it up here on the back of this. It has like a paisley pattern texture, and that will fit in there just nicely. So when I emboss, I will need my metal shim. This looks nice. However, when I'm going to emboss it, it kind of blends it all together and makes it look like it's not strips of paper. It makes it look like a patterned paper already created. I just need the metal shim and the 2 base plates. Okay, take that off. This one, I don't have a name on it, but it's an older. There. And I don't know if you can see the texture now. Oh, no, that gets blurry when I get up too close to the camera. Maybe angle there, you can see the texture. Okay. Let me grab a drink. Now, so now this looks a little plain. So I do want to put, let's get these words cut out. Let me cut them out now so that I can decide how I'm going to put this together. And I kind of think I want a flower on here too. Now these do have, this is from GinaK's Wishful Florals, and they do have die cuts for these if I picked up my right pack of die cuts. Wishing you, and now I gotta find which one's happiness. That one is. All right, so I'm going to cut these out. Yeah, I definitely need a flower or a bow or something on here, but I'm not quite done. I'm just going to set that up there. As this is how it looks here, but I do want to, I need to add something more down here. And my mind is saying this brown, and it may not be right. Though it could be. Or if I took this brown and put it across, I do like that. So I'm going to take this brown and put it across the seam where those two went. I'm liking that. I know I want to do that. And instead of glue or ink, I've got washi tape all over my hands. And see, this one is not wanting to stick. So I'm just, that's why I always wrap it around the back. I'm just going to take a piece of Scotch tape. And that will keep the washi tape from popping off the front. Okay. Let's see if I put the wishing you happiness. It definitely needs something up in here. And I don't want to use those flowers. Let me grab my flower box. I can't really grab my flower box. It's really big. My flower box is about 2.5 feet long, so I couldn't bring it over. I'm thinking a couple of these on here, maybe with the flower. Wonder if I cut this out and inked it in with Tranquil Teal. So that would be facing this way. Let me just try it. Might need a bigger, oh, look at there. It just fit. All right. Maybe that's a sign. Just going to cut this out. Okay. May even leave it white, but I'm even thinking gold since I have the gold in the flowers. I've got get some Tranquil Teal here. Let me just see what this looks like done in teal. It might be a little overkill on the teal. I'm just going to take a piece of scratch paper right now. But I bet it would look nice in gold also. I just lightly did that. Oh, what if I did that in that? And I'm going to get one in gold. Let me grab my gold. See, this is what happens when I'm not planning, so you can see my thought process. Okay, and I have my scrap gold packet here. That's actually a plastic gold. Not sure how that's going to cut out. Let's see if I have anything else in here that will work. Let me try it in this. This takes, this is a metallic, glittery cardstock. Now, when I cut this out, I usually use a metal shim because I am cutting into my magnetic mat. No, it just, this is a thick paper, and this just gives me a little bit extra oomph. And it should come out more like a, do you ever used to have those paper dolls that you had to pop out? That's kind of what this should do. And it may not have even air, though. It might be a little too time consuming. I will save that, and I'm going to get some plain gold here. Let's see. I'm trying to get this done on camera for you so you can see. That I'll save and use for another project. I have this mirror gold. Let me try that. Okay. I am liking these blues together, though. That's really, it really catches my eye. Oh, this is pretty. All right. Oh. Oh, yeah. Okay, I like that. All right. Okay. I don't know if I want them both together. I'm thinking I just want the gold. And I think I do. So that let me get my gold domes. Okay, where are you? Well, wouldn't you know it, I'm wanting something and I can't find it. So let me at least put this card together. All right, this I know is going down. I'm just going to glue this down flat. And I need another piece of white to put on the inside of the card. Since this is a dark color background, I like to leave a white so that you can write your sentiment on the inside. Now this piece I want to pop up. So I just have, this is about 1/8 of an inch high foam tape. You can use any brand style you like. It is your preference, whatever works good for you. And then I'm just going to put one in the middle. I don't really need it all around the edges. I'm just going to add a middle support layer. Oh, I'm glad I thought of the gold. I really like that gold. Of course, I like anything shiny. So if the gold isn't your cup of tea, think of what you could do when you make your card. The one nice thing about card making and scrapbooking in general is there is no right or wrong. It's just however you want to do it. Now I'm going to stand up because I want this to come all the way to the top. I don't want you to see the white on the top. All right, so I'm going to put the gold. I kind of want it like that. And then wishing you, and then where did I lose the happiness at? Aha, I see it poking out right there. Wishing you happiness. I do need some more gold on here though. Let me see. None of these golds are the same. Oh, I wonder. That's a little too much. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Having just the gold edge poking out here. Let me see if I can cut this down. This is actually Scotch tape. I'm going to take it off camera so I can cut this in half. What I'm doing is I just take this down to my board and then I'm cutting it in half with my scissors. I didn't get all the way across. I can finish it up here. All right. Oh no, don't stick to that. Just under the edge here. Oh no. But all right, I'm going to cover up the brown. That's it. Now I need to go right to the edge since I already glued this down. Now I'm going to get my little scissors and trim off the ends over here since I've already glued this down. And I didn't do too bad of a job of cutting it straight. Wishing you happiness. All right. Okay. Now for this, I'm going to glue the wishing you down flat. And I'm just going to get my little stamping block. And then the happiness is also going flat. It's this little gem over here that I haven't decided how I am attaching it yet. Make sure that's straight before I put my block down. Okay, I'm going to need to use my fine glue bottle for this one. I could cut a little itty bitty thin foam to put behind here. Come on, glue. Well, let me see if I have my straight pin over here. Sometimes you get a little clump of glue. Sometimes it's just the bottle needs refilled. But there we go. Okay, so I'm going to glue this down. And I use my Velcro to hold that. Now at the base of this, I am going to put a little piece of foam tape behind it because I want the bottom to overlap this layer of card that I separated. Now, let me tell you, so far, this card has not turned out what I was thinking about. It's like totally different. Other than using washi tape, it is totally different than what I imagined. Now I'm going to get a little tiny piece of foam. And I'll use my small scissors here. I'm going to put just a couple little tiny pieces down here. And do 2 more of those, I think. Take the backing off of this one. See if I can get these to stick. All right, and glue on the back of these ones should do it. All right, it does need it needs a little bit of bling. Well, I mean, it's got a lot of bling, but I just want a couple of, let me go old school with some sequins since I can't find my domes. What I was looking for were these like pearl domes, but in a bright gold, and I couldn't find them. So I've got a couple of gold sequins here. It may not need them, but I'm thinking I want something down here. Oh, you know what? Let me try. Let me try some alcohol ink on my rhinestones. They're up here. See if I can find one. I'm picking a brown to see if it's going to make it golden. That's a little too yellow. So, how about this? Oh, I like that. Okay. I'm using Y569 Deep Teak in my Ohuhu markers. And I'm just going to do 3. One. 2. And 3. Now, I do want to put an inside and glue that down in here. And this is still the same 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. Let me put the cap back on my little bottle so it doesn't dry up again. And as you see, when I'm creating, my desk gets to be a giant mess. But that's part of my process, and I've learned to accept that in a way. Now, when I was working, my work area had to be organized, spotless, everything in its place, and a place for everything. Not so in my craft station. Okay, well, that is my card for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope I can inspire you to get out your washi tapes if you have them. If not, this would look just as great in strips of paper. And I love that gold. That is just sparkling so much. And that gold is a mirror gold, but it's white on the other side. Again, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend.